Hi there, book... No, I can't hear a thing like that. Hi there, BookTube. My name is Cristina, and today I'm here in order to share with you and spread my recent love for audiobooks. First of all, I'm a newbie as far as audiobooks are concerned because I'm listening to them just like for 3 years or something like that, so it's quite a little time just considering those who are listening to audiobooks like since forever. And I decided to approach, like for the first time, audiobooks in a very funny way. It wasn't exactly a choice, it's just that my mom was practicing back then with applying false lashes. And let me tell you, if you've never tried, well, it's boring. You have to just lay down for like 2 or 3 hours while someone is working over you, like putting false lashes on your eyes. And yeah, it wasn't fun. So I thought what I can do, I can listen to music, of course, but why not to give a try to audiobooks? So I decided to download Audible and to give it a try. I had a trial period, so I downloaded The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, and it was such a lovely choice because it was a long book, but it was easy, and it was summery, and it was during summer, so it was perfect, completely perfect. And I enjoyed the experience so much that I decided to give it a second try and so on and so on. And what I ended up with is a love for audiobooks. And I just want to share with you the reasons why I ended up loving them so much. The first reason why I fell in love with audiobooks is actually the feeling of nostalgia. And I was so nostalgic while listening to the first audiobook because it immediately made me recollect the fact that when I was a child, my grandma used to put on these old vinyls, I'm not sure, with all of the fairy tales that were told by a narrator, and I loved the noise that the record player made and the way I was able to just fall asleep while listening to someone telling me a story. And as you may see, I have a record player here behind me, so I still love doing so. But yeah, the feeling was that of being a child and having someone tell you a lovely story. So that was the first reason why I fell in love with it. The second reason is multitasking. I'm able to do so much while I'm listening to audiobooks, and when you're reading a physical book, you need to take that time to just read. And this is something that I adore about reading, that you need to take your time and do just that. But sometimes you want to listen to a story and you don't have the possibility and the time and even the physical space to read. Like for example, sometimes when I commute, it's so crammed with people that you don't have the physical space to open a book. Then you have an audiobook, and that's perfect. You just need your ears and headphones and you're fine like that. And I love it. And then, for example, you may listen to a story while you're doing something boring, like, I don't know, all the things that you need to do at home, like dusting and cleaning and washing and so on and so on and so on. While you're listening to a story, it can be even fun. Well, no, maybe not fun, but bearable, at least bearable. So that's another reason. Then something else is that it really helps you to relax. If, for example, you need to do a relaxing activity, meanwhile you may listen to an audiobook. For example, if you are, I don't know, drawing or playing or doing anything else, meanwhile, you may listen to an audiobook, and this is something that I find completely and absolutely relaxing, is to listen to an audiobook while I'm coloring one of those, I don't know, books for children that right now are for adults too, because we are stressed adults and we need to color in lovely images with pencils and such. So yeah, this is something that I really enjoy doing when I need to unwind, for example. And then it's perfect for a completely 100% lazy day, when you don't want to do anything, like you don't even want to bother moving around the house, you just want to lay on the couch and nap or do something else, that something else can be an audiobook. Because again, you just need your headphones and that's it. So as you may tell from what I'm telling you, I'm in love with audiobooks. I will never ever give up my physical books, but audiobooks, they've been a nice discovery for me, even if a late one. And what I discovered, moreover, is that I really love those audiobooks that have a full cast, like for example Diddy John and the Six that I listened to recently, or one more was Sleeping Giants. Again, I believe that audiobooks are perfect for those books that are told in an interview form or with a collection of files or stuff like that. That's just amazing. Or it's lovely to have an audiobook told by just one narrator who is very good. Like for example, the narrator of The Unexpected Everything was lovely, and the narrator of the Lunar Chronicles, she's Rebecca something, I believe. I think that she's lovely. She's so good with the voices. It's almost like listening to a full cast, but it's just one person, and she's amazing. And as far as the app that I'm using to listen to audiobooks, I started with Audible, like I believe pretty much everyone else, but I don't use it anymore because they had a bit of issues with my trial period. Then I wasn't able to renew my account. I don't know what happened, but I had some issues. And then the cost, it was quite costly, so I ended up not listening to anything for quite a lot until I discovered a new app that I can use here in Italy, and I don't know if it's available in Europe or outside it too. It's called Storytel, and no, this video is promoted, it's not an ad or anything. I gain nothing from it because this channel, let's face it, is too small to have anything like that, so don't worry, it's just my personal opinion. I found out that Storytel for me was the perfect solution because with €9.99 I may use this app for a month, and I have books both in Italian and in English, and I believe that they are introducing slowly books in Spanish, and I don't have to pay anything else. So with those €9.99 I already have all of the books on their catalog, and I'm able to download those books and to keep them on my phone, so I may listen to those audiobooks even with my internet turned off, and so the Wi-Fi turned off and so on. I know that Audible has a lot of similar features, but from what I got, you need to pay a monthly fee, and then you have to pay for the books that you're listening to. With Storytel, it's a little bit different. I had no opportunity to pay that much, even because I'm already paying for Spotify to use it for music, so I just cannot afford to pay so many services altogether. And I ended up with Storytel. I'm loving it. It doesn't have every book out there, but for now I'm quite satisfied, and I'm happy to be able to listen to some books in Italian too. And I wanted to tell you something else. Yes, this month I'm listening, and I believe that I will finish it today. I'm currently ending Why We Sleep, the non-fiction book about which I told you in my autumn TBR. And Why We Sleep is my first non-fiction book in audio form. And I may tell you that for me, non-fiction is a little bit complicated as an audio. Not because of the vocabulary, which I thought at the beginning, but it's not an issue. It's actually because my mind tends to drift off a little bit for just a couple of seconds sometimes while I'm listening to a story. And when it's fiction, you're quite able to fill in the gaps without any kind of difficulty. But when it's non-fiction and it's about a topic about which you don't know that much, then it's complicated because your mind simply cannot fill in the gaps because there are too many and they are deep gaps. So I need to go back and listen to the piece that I'm missing. So I think that for me, non-fiction is better in physical form, while fiction is easy peasy in an audiobook form, an audio form. And yeah, this is it. Was just a chatty video with no real purpose, just to share with you my love for audiobooks and to ask to you, first of all, what service are you using if you're listening to audiobooks, and why you decided for that one. I'm curious to try something else out if there is anything. And if you're living in Europe, let me know down below, because I know that in America you have so many amazing services with like public libraries and so on. We don't have that here, so yeah, it's a little bit more complicated. But yeah, that one. And my second question is, if you have a book that you loved specifically because it was in audio form, that you think that's just perfect for this kind of format. And this is it for this video. I know it was a little bit random, but I was feeling like sharing this. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very, very soon in my next one. Bye! Ciao!